My name is Tarja and this game is The Long Dark. We are at Coastal Highway. This is the custom run I'm calling Coastal Pilgrim. So, custom game based on Pilgrim settings but with some changes. And you can find more about that in the first video of the series. But now, in the previous video I was wondering about the locker for which I needed pry bar. I remembered seeing one somewhere, and when I found the pry bar I wanted to go and check what's in that locker, but I couldn't find it. And there is one cabin, it's in one of these small cabins, and the Rabbit Grove cabin is the last one I haven't checked. And if it's not there, then I just remembered wrong, and it was during one of the earlier attempts. Since this is attempt number 5 with this Coastal Pilgrim, in the previous attempts I was just exploring the settings, trying to find out what would be the optimal ones. And so far it seems that I found good settings. This one. And another issue I'm having is the trader. When is he going to make first call? And in Pilgrim it's after day 15. But there was an aurora and the trader was unavailable. I was day 18, I think, or night. Well, anyway, so then I'm thinking maybe it's after day 20, since that would be Voyager. But I'm starting to think that it may be that is the resources setting that determines when the trader becomes available. And if it is that, then it will be after 30 days, since the resources are at medium. It's very high in Pilgrim, high in Voyager, and then in Stalker it's probably medium, so that would be 30 days. But we'll see. It's now, was it day 19? So if the aurora that comes after day 20 doesn't let me contact the trader, then it is after day 30. But now I'm going to go and check the Rabbit Grove cabin. The main place where I'm going is the last trailer I haven't checked, and that's up by the railroad tracks where you go to Mystery Lake. So I'm going up there, following the river, going up there, but the Rabbit Grove is on the way there, so I can go and check that cabin, see if the locker is there, and if it isn't, then it wasn't this run. And there was something I was thinking about the pry bar. Oh yes, the fishing cabins. There is a burdock there, so I should probably take that. I remember seeing it there and thinking that when I find a pry bar, I need to come and get it. But I am collecting all the harvestable plants, so I'll be using those for trades. And I was checking the wiki to just see what I need to trade for certain items. And the manufactured arrows, unfortunately you need ptarmigan down, and there are no ptarmigans in these coastal areas. But I do remember finding some ptarmigan down somewhere in a Pilgrim run. So if I find any, I need to save it in case I get a chance to trade for manufactured arrows. Like, I don't need clothes. I have fairly good clothes already, and when I go to Bleak Inlet and Desolation Point, I'll probably find some more. Some may be better than what I have now. Most probably won't. But if I manage to find ptarmigan down somewhere, there's no point wasting it for anything else, but those arrows would be very useful. And here is the burdock, so now I can get this. And I was here, I was checking these cabins. Did I check this cabin for that locker? I don't remember. I might as well go in. Take a look. It was here! It was here! Yeah, I checked those 3 other cabins, but I didn't remember.
Perfect.
Oh, yes. I don't need those combat pants. So, another hunting knife. How about 78, 79? Alright, that's good. So, it was this one. I didn't remember wrong. I was thinking of this. Like, I thought there was a cabin next to the trailer at Logsort, but it was this one near these fishing cabins. Okay, I'm still going this way. I'm going to the trailer, but I don't need to go to the Rabbit Grove cabin now, since that wasn't it. But now I have 2 hatchets and 2 hunting knives. That's good. So I don't need the improvised ones. So I probably won't be going to Desolation Point first. Like, the reasons I was gonna go there were the improvised knives and hatchets. But now I don't need either. But one thing now is that the trailer there by the railroad, the map shows that there might be a heavy hammer somewhere there, so I'll need to explore the area very carefully. It would be nice if I could find a heavy hammer here. So then I would have everything. Well, one thing I haven't found is a can opener, but that's not an issue. Would be nice, but not really a priority. Now I have picked the cattails from somewhere, starting from somewhere here. When I was here the previous time, but let's see, I could go a bit this way, just see if I can see any saplings. Oh, and an old man's beard. this is in case I want to trade something that requires harvestable plants. So I don't see any saplings. And what was it? Something required maple saplings. Oh, I think I was checking what I need if I want to trade for a heavy hammer, and that required quite a few saplings. But I'm hoping I'll be finding more of those in Bleak Inlet or the areas before it, like the transfer area and the upper level where there's the lookout. When I go to Bleak Inlet, I'm gonna be exploring all of those areas extensively, making sure I find everything there is to find. And I was thinking the way I could do it is just collect the stuff to the lookout and then take what I need, as much as I can carry, bring with me back here, but sort of equip the lookout there so that I can go back and spend some time there if I want to. But I'm not seeing any saplings anywhere now. Oh, that sounded like a wolf got a deer. But I'm not. Yes, somewhere there the wolf is eating the deer. I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm just... Okay, let's take this. But nothing there. I'm going to go up there, check the trailer. And then what should I do after that? Yeah, here. And here there are so many cattails. But if I need to make room in the backpack, I'll just drop all of the cattail heads. Those aren't that important. The stalks I will keep since they are food. But the heads are for tinder, and I have plenty of newspaper and sticks you can use for making tinder. So at the garage, so I don't need to necessarily take the cattail heads all the way there. I will if there's room in the backpack, but if not, I'll just drop them. So how about here? Is there anything? check. That's cattails. Oh, and there's some cattails. And I'm already planning, like I mentioned, was it in the previous video, how it would be interesting to make an interloper run, turn off animal aggression, and see how it works. And I was thinking I might do it, but I'll need to sort of plan it carefully, like what will be the starting area. It needs to be something I'm familiar with and something where there are shelters close enough of each other so I won't be freezing to death. But now let's go up to the tracks here and go to the trailer. There might be some loose items here as well, so I'll need to check. So that goes to Mystery Lake. Good, let's check this way. I'm not going into the tunnel, but I'm checking here. Don't see anything. So let's go and check that trailer. Oh, what is in there? So now, since I have 2 hatchets and 2 knives, I was thinking that when I go to Bleak Inlet, I could leave one of each behind and use the whetstone to get the 2 I'm taking with me into very good condition, and then leave the whetstones behind as well. I need to sort of optimize the weight of the backpack, so that would probably work. And I do expect to find at least 1 more whetstone, probably in Bleak Inlet, maybe in Desolation Point. But if I leave both the 100% whetstone and then the one I'll use for sharpening the knife and hatchet I'm taking with me, if I leave the whetstone behind, then I can use those for the backup tools. So if I ruin the hatchet or knife, it won't be a big issue. Oh, we have more of these. I hope I can get the knife and hatchet back here in good enough condition so I can fix them, but if not, then I'll probably just leave them behind, and that's why I'm leaving the backups here. But yeah, this is interesting. Like in Pilgrim, you get so many tools. Like, what was it in that 1000-day run? I have so many hatchets and knives and everything. So it's too easy. This is much better. So putting the resources and loose items to medium. So you find enough stuff.
This will come in handy.
But the tools, there's so little of them that you really need to be careful, do some planning. Okay, let's take the books. I don't need the flashlight. I have a few of those. Combat. I'll need to check those. Like, do I want to? Let's take that as well. And there's this. I was hoping to find better shoes or boots, but there is the issue of weight. 0.9, 0.7, 30, 0.8, 0.5, 20. Okay, so these aren't even better. Like, I'm looking at those, the first three numbers. The rest aren't really. Well, the condition 87 versus 51. Yeah, I think. Well, there is room in the backpack. I could take these down with me, store them in the garage. So I could drink a bit, seems I'm quite thirsty. So what should I do? I was a bit wet. I think I could stay here for a little while. Oh, but I need to get back to the garage. How was it? It was 19. Yeah, so it's the next day and the aurora after that. So it won't be if there is aurora tonight. That's not yet the one the trader may be in contact. Yeah, I might as well stay here, getting dry, going down in the morning. Well, it is day 20 and we have an aurora. I think I'm going down to the garage just in case. It shouldn't take too long to get there. And we have enough light so I can see where I'm going. Hopefully this will last long enough. So at least I was sleeping enough to not be too tired. Yeah, so of course, once I decided that no, it's not gonna be this night, then there is the aurora. And I was thinking, if the trader is not available after day 20, then it's gonna be 30. So I might as well go to Bleak Inlet, and then after I come back from there, the trader should be reachable. Oh, I wonder if that was my phone. I suppose I should mute the notifications. Now, oh, that's the trailer. I think I need to go this way. At least it's not too cold. But the weather is based on Pilgrim. So it's very rare to get really cold. I think there was when I was harvesting one of the deer carcasses. That's been the only time so far it's been very cold. Now, how do I run this here? There's the problem. The night is ending. So, will I get to the garage? Let's drink that. Fatigue reduced. And I was reading about the aurora, and it's like about the trader. Like when you're in the radio with him, the time stops, so there's no risk of the aurora ending while you're talking with him. But is it going to end before I get there? Now, how far am I from the garage? Is this log sort? I think it is. So there's still some way to go. Yeah, I think this may end before I get there. Yeah, getting slightly cold, but that's nothing. But basically when it's half, the warmth is half gone, then it's time to do something about it. Like start planning to do something about it. Please don't end. I want to get to the garage. Check the radio. Okay, let's try running a bit more. We're close. Yeah. Oh, the sun is peaking. This is slightly worrying. Okay. The lights are still on. So let's get in here and see. If I can get to the radio. Unavailable. Okay. So I am starting to think that it is the resources setting, and since it is medium, it means it's the same time as in Stalker, so 30 days. Which means that I could head to Bleak Inlet, go there, do everything I was planning to do there. I'll probably spend there a couple of weeks and then come back, and then the trader should be available and we can start building trust, and hopefully I'll be able to find more of the stuff I need in Bleak Inlet. Yeah, I think that would probably be a good idea. So it's the next night. We are having an aurora again. Should I check? I guess it's not really in full force yet since the lights are blinking. I was wondering, this here shows me day 20, but the previous morning, or really in the dark, in the night, it showed like 18 days and 12 hours, something like that. So the day count doesn't match. So I'm wondering, should I wait a little longer? Well, anyway, I was making preparations for leaving for Bleak Inlet, so that took the rest of the day. So I had to stay the night here. And let's see, is the radio unavailable? Yeah, I think it might be 30 days. So I'll be leaving for Bleak Inlet in the morning. I'm not going to wait another day just to see if there's an aurora during the night and the trader in the radio, since I don't believe he's gonna be there. I think it's the resources setting that determines the time, and if it is that, it's gonna be 30 days. Well, at least when I come back from Bleak Inlet, he should be in the radio. Oh, and there is a radio in Bleak Inlet. Yeah, so once I get there, I can keep an eye out on that radio, see if I can talk with him there. So now it said 19 days, 18 hours, so not quite 20 days gone. But anyway, let's see. I have accelerant, matches, tinder, first aid, clothes are fine. I have food. So the things I did the previous day was making those bannocks. There were flour that was something like 23%. I didn't want to leave it behind since it probably would have gone bad. And then there is sunflower and cooking oil, and those are enough for exactly 5 batches of bannocks, so I'm taking those. The maple syrup is 44%, so I don't want to leave it behind. And yeah, I think and those coffees are quite bad as well, so I want to use those. And what else? Then I'm taking that jerry can. The lantern is full and that has 0.8 liters, so I'm probably going to use so much fuel, lantern fuel, that I'll be emptying that jerry can. And anyway, even if it isn't quite empty, I can leave it behind. I don't need to take it back here. It's 23%, so probably not worth taking it back here. And knife and hatchet are at 99%, and that took almost the entire whetstone. So there's 100% whetstone I'm leaving behind, and one that's, I think it's 10%. And I have a bow, and fire hardened arrows, fishing tackles. And I'm taking 100% sewing kit, 100% spray paint, and recycled can. I was thinking about those cooking pots, but they are a bit heavy, and I am expecting to find cooking pot or skillet in Bleak Inlet. So I can make bannocks without any tools, so I don't need, and I'm leaving all the oats behind. So I think we are all set, can go. And this is basically one stretch of the travel at a time. So first I'm going to the fishing cabins, and from there up the same way I went the previous day, up to the train tracks, and then heading to the ravine. And I'll need a rope for climbing it down, but there should be, in the transfer region, there should be a rope somewhere. I have a map, and the map has the locations marked, so I'll just need to explore that area carefully. I should find the rope there. Like, I didn't find an extra rope anywhere here. In one of those earlier test runs, I did find, I don't remember where it was, but it was one of the runs where the resources were higher, like either very high or high. But I think I should be able to find the rope for climbing down to the ravine. And then going to Bleak Inlet, there should be a rope in the lookout, hoping, or somewhere in that area. Hopefully there is. If not, then I suppose I'll need to come back, take one of the ropes from here, but we'll see. I'm going there, and maybe it doesn't really matter if I need to do a bit back and forth. Like, this isn't as much a matter of life and death as it is in Stalker or Interloper. But this is still a Pilgrim run, just less stuff. The weather is mostly nice, like there aren't that many blizzards, but there are blizzards occasionally. That's why I'm planning this bit by bit. Like, I need to get there and then look what the weather is like, and then I need to get to the next place, look what the weather is like, is it close to getting dark, and so on. But right now I think I'll get to the river. Like I can stop at the fishing cabins if I have to, but the weather is looking fine, so I think I can just go to the river, follow it up to the tracks, and then go to the ravine. But if the weather changes, I'll just go into the trailer up there and wait for it to improve. And the main thing is, when I go through the tunnel, the visibility needs to be good. I am not going to that railway bridge if it's all foggy. It's creepy enough in clear weather. Now, I wonder, I didn't take a hacksaw, but I'm sure there is hacksaw somewhere in Bleak Inlet. And anyway, the main reason I'm going there is to fetch the woodworking tools. But I am going to find the code so I can get that one locked door open. I'm not going to make ammo, but I wanna explore the workshop, see what's in there. It's usually some good stuff. And I am expecting to stay a little while. There was the, what was it, workers' residence. That house is fairly good, like making a base in Bleak Inlet. And once I get the tools, yeah, I may do some interior decoration there. That would be fun. Depends on, oh, but there is a fishing hut, so I can do some fishing if I want to. So there should be no problem with staying there for a little while. Now I think we are going to skip to the part where I am up there by the train tracks. The visibility disappeared while I was coming up the river, and that means I'm not going anywhere in this weather. I'm just going to the trailer, wait for the weather to clear, and hopefully it will clear before it's dark. I would like to go to that transfer area. Before the night, but not in this weather. There is a cave where I can spend the night. So it's just, I don't want to go to that railroad bridge in this weather. I want to see what I'm doing. Like I could probably, but I don't want to go there. So, oh, damn it, that scared me. So I think I'll go in here, wait for a little bit, see how long it's gonna take for the weather to clear, then continue either in a few hours or the next morning. So I took a couple of 1-hour naps. Now the weather is clearing and it's still early afternoon. So now I'm going to go here. I just need to get over that railway bridge, and then the cave is very close there on the other side, so I can stay there for a night explore the area. Now, where is that deer gonna go? Why is it going? Now it has no other way than this. I just don't want it to rust straight at me. So let's go this way, go to the ravine. I'll probably spend some time in all of the different areas, just exploring, collecting all the stuff there is to collect. I was thinking that here in this upper level I'll collect everything I can find and then store it in some container somewhere. Don't tell me this is snow. I don't like this at all, but yeah, I just need to get over this bit here carefully. I hate this. One of the reasons why I want to spend some time in Bleak Inlet is I want to get everything there is to get from there, and I don't want to do this any more times than necessary. So once this way, and then I'm going to Bleak Inlet once. I don't want to go back there, so it's just second time here is when I go back to Coastal Highway. Now it's gonna start snowing, but it doesn't matter. Cave is nearby. I'm gonna spend the night there, pick up everything there is, and look for the rope. That's the main thing I need to find. So now there's another tunnel. But this one isn't a loading screen. I think this is just... I need to walk through. Let's see, do we have anything here? Why is it snowing? Oh, it's coming from... I thought it was strange that it's snowing in a cave. But yeah, there's a hole in the roof. So now... let's see, there's this. Okay, it's there on the other side of this bridge. At least this one is safe. Can't fall from here. It would be fun if the game had a bug. As soon as you say can't fall from here, you fall through the bridge. There was... in some game there was a bridge and it looked solid, and then I was just falling through. Oh, I think it was the Hunter Call of the Wild. Yeah, fortunately the bridge wasn't high and the water below wasn't deep, So I just fell into the water. I had to find my way back to the bridge again. But now here we have rabbits. I have a bow and some arrows. If I want to hunt rabbits, I can, but maybe not. I have food. I could take a look here, just check if there's anything. No, nothing here. Oh, and this area, birch bark. I need to look carefully, see if there's any of that. Pick it up. So, yeah, one here. And now I thought, is this a cave? Oh yes, it is. Maybe I should get some light. I can take a look. Is there anything in here? Backpack. Peaches. Doesn't look like there is anything else. Yeah, but I can stay the night in here. And there is fire. Oh, what's that? Tomato soup and granola bar. Cedar and fir. Okay. Yeah, it is late in the afternoon, so I think I'm just going to go take a look around this area, spend the night here and continue in the morning. And I'll probably continue in the next video from this point, going to the Bleak Inlet.